wonderful morning to my dear little boys and girls. It's me, Naser, your new English teacher. I hope all of you are very fine and happy. Aren't you? May it be so, dears. Dears, whenever we get a chance to be a part of the tour, we will never miss the chance because everybody is very interested in tour or any trip. Before we start the journey or any trip, normally we pack the materials or the things which are needed in our trip, isn't it? Okay, everybody has such a kind of experience. Okay, now we are very lucky enough to have a story named Finding the Toothbrush. This portion is named as what Finding the Toothbrush. Really, this is the story. This is a small portion of the story, Three Men in a Boat, written by Jerome K. Jerome. That is a long story. From that story, it is taken. This portion is taken. Here in our textbook, the headline is given as what? Finding the Toothbrush. Okay, listen very carefully. The speaker and his two friends, George and Harris, are going on a boating holiday on the river Thames in England. The speaker of this story and his friends named George and Harris are going on a boating holiday on the river Thames. Thames is the name of the river in England. Okay. Read on to find out how they manage to finish their packing. As I told before starting their journey, they also packed their things. Okay. Listen very carefully. We made a list of the things to be taken. The next day we got them all together and met in the evening to pack. We put everything in a heap in the middle of the floor, sat around and looked at it. We means what? The speaker of this story and his two companions, who are the George and Harris. They really listed the things which are to be packed. They listed the things which are going to be packed. The next day, very next day, we got them all together. Then first they made the list of the things. The very next day, they collected all these things. They listed together and met in the evening to pack. They sat together in that room to pack all the things they put together. We put everything in a heap. Heap means what? Untidy pile. Pile means what? Collection of things put together. Collection of things put together. Okay, the mass of things put together. Untidy. Untidy means what? Disordered. In disordered manner. In a disordered manner, they put all the things. Then we put everything in a heap in the middle of the floor, sat around and looked at it. In the middle of the room, they put all these things together in a disorderly manner. Then they sat around it and looked at it. They sat around the heap and looked at it. I said I would pack. Then the speaker said, I would pack. I am rather proud of my packing skill. I told George and Harris that they had better leave the whole matter to me. They agreed to the suggestion so readily that I was taken aback. George settled down in the easy chair and Harris put his legs up on the table. Then what is the reason why the speaker said I would pack? Because he is more proud of his packing skill. What is proud? Whenever we win in any competition, we will be very proud. We will be very happy and proud. Such a kind of feeling can be called what? Proud. And the speaker was way more proud of his packing skills, packing ability. Skills means what? Ability. I told George and Harris that they had better leave the whole matter to me. Then the speaker told George and Harris it is better to leave all the things to him. All the things to him for what? For packing. They agreed to the suggestion. So readily they agreed. They did not have any kind of objection to that suggestion, to that opinion. They agreed to the suggestion so readily means very quickly. Readily means what? Very quickly and gladly. Gladly means very happily. Okay, this is readily that I was taken aback. Then he was surprised, the speaker was surprised, having seen his friends George and Harris really agreed with that suggestion very rapidly, very quickly, very soon. What is the reason why the speaker was taken aback? Because his friend Harris and George agreed with the suggestion that what he would pack everything. Okay, fine. Next. This was not really what I had wanted. Really? Okay. George settled down in the easy chair and Harris put his legs up on the table. Then agreeing with that suggestion, George settled down or sat down in the easy chair, in a chair very easily, very comfortably. He sat down there on the chair and Harris put his legs up on the table. Then having sat in a chair, Harris put his two legs on the table very comfortably. They are very happy to have such a kind of suggestion from the speaker. At the time, speaker said what? This was not really what I had wanted. That was not he wanted. That was not the thing which he had wished. What he wished, what I had meant, of course, was that I should boss the job and that Harris and George should work under my directions. Really, the speaker want to do what? The boss the job. Boss the job means what? Give orders and directions about how to do the work. He want to do the job of what? Boss. And that Harris and George should work under my directions. He want to make his friends George and Harris to do all the directions which he directed them. That is what he wished. That is what he wanted. But instead of his wish, George and Harris agreed with the speaker. He said, when he said, I would pack everything very rapidly, very gladly. So the speaker was in a trouble. The speaker was in a trouble. However, I did not say anything. Even though he wished to have his friend Harris and George do the work as he directed. But he did not say anything to them. I started the packing. The narrator or the speaker started the packing. It seemed a longer job than I had thought. Then he thought that packing is very easy because he has such a kind of special skills to pack. But when he started packing, he understood the reality. Packing is a longer job. And then longer job than what he expected, what he thought. But I finished packing the bag at last. At last, somehow he finished packing the things. And I sat on it and strapped it. Then he sat on the bag and what? Strapped. Strapped means what? To wind or to tie. Tie with a strap. Strap means a long strip of cotton or leather. Okay, strap means what? A long strip of cotton or leather to tie things. Okay, then having sat on the bag, he strapped it. He tied with the trap. He tied with or fastened with the trap. However, sorry, aren't you going to put the boots in? Harris said. Harris said at the time. After having finished all these things or packing and tying with the trap, Harris asked, aren't you going to put the boot in? Aren't you going to pack the boot into the bag? I looked around. At the time, the speaker looked around and saw that I had forgotten to pack the boots. At the time, he looked around the room and he saw the boot. He had forgotten to pack the boots. That is just like Harris. Harris also did this kind of mistake whenever they pack something before or in the past. He did not say a word why I was packing. He did not say a single word why the speaker was packing. He waited until I had shut and strapped the bag so that I would have to reopen it. Then until the speaker finished, Harris did not say anything about the boots. What is it? He waited until the packing is finished. The packing got finished because what is the reason? Then only the speaker would have to reopen or untie or open the bag, then refill the or pack the boots. I opened the bag and packed the boots in, and then just as I was going to close it, I had a horrible idea. Had I packed my toothbrush? Okay, I opened the bag, then he reopened the bag and packed the boots in, and then just as I was going to close it, just as he was going to close the bag again, he had a horrible idea. He had a dreadful idea or a thought. What was the thought come to his mind? Had I packed my toothbrush? Whether he had packed his toothbrush. That is what the horrible idea, the dreadful idea, the fearful idea came to his mind. What was the idea? Whether he had packed his toothbrush. Okay, normally he did not pack his toothbrush into the bag. That is why that horrible idea, horrible thought or dreadful thought came to his mind. Okay, now I think that it is better to conclude this session. So you have to listen this video very carefully, and the online or live session you can ask your doubt. If you have any doubt, you can ask me and clear your doubt. Okay, fine, fine, dears.